Okay, shenanigans, shady town, mama's couch. Today, let's talk about pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. Exhibit A. We have a new lawsuit on the table. Zakai Zeigler, a two-time SEC Basketball Defensive Player of the Year and third-team All-American this year, played all 4 years from freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year at Tennessee. He's suing the NCAA because he believes that he should be entitled to a 5th year. Okay. Now, he has also finished his degree, so he doesn't have any academic reasons to be around for another year. And so he's alleging in this lawsuit that his inability to play for a 5th year would prevent him from earning NIL dollars in the most lucrative year of eligibility, which I guess is the 5th year. Okay. And according to the claims in the lawsuit, he could earn between $2 and $4 million next year should he be allowed to play. Okay. So they want an injunction against that rule of saying that he's 4 years, he's played and he's done. And so he can play for a 5th year while this suit is making its way through the courts. Okay. The lawsuit even goes so far to say that the NCAA's red shirt system controls who gets access to a 5th year. What? Okay, but that's not the purpose of the red shirt system. So they're characterizing the red shirt system inappropriately. Now, this guy, Zakai Zeigler, is different from Diego Pavia. Now, we recall Diego Pavia is the QB at Vanderbilt that played 2 years in JUCO before he moved into the NCAA system. And he brought a suit saying, hey, I should get an additional year. I shouldn't be limited to only 3 additional years. I should get 4 years because my first 2 years were not in the NCAA. And because JUCO is not connected to NCAA, the court enjoined them from telling him he was out of eligibility. He gets another year, and the NCAA has put in a waiver for everyone who is similarly situated to Diego Pavia to get a 5th year. But that's not the case here. Dude played 4 years at Tennessee, starting as a freshman, and I just wants another year because why? He wants another year because he's not getting drafted, and he don't want to go home to mama's couch. He has a degree. He doesn't want to get a real job. He doesn't want to go home. So now he's going to allege that the system is stacked against him and he needs some relief. Pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered, y'all. Okay. So now if he's successful, what does that mean? That means that there is no more 4-year eligibility rule. Everybody gets 5 years, at least 5 years. So this would be a bad precedent. Okay. But that's what that would mean. Okay. So I need you to understand that my perspective is that athletes, you guys are overplaying your hands. So we'll see what happens to Zakai Zeigler. We'll see. It's just been filed. There's been no action taken. Hey, the court could grant the injunction and y'all could tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. But understand a few things. We have several people this season that have overplayed their hands. Nico Iamaleava overplayed his hand. Tennessee to USC. Clearly overplayed his hand. The best thing that happened to Nico was a draft coming and Shedeur Sanders taking all the oxygen out of the room when he didn't get drafted in the first round, or the second round, or the third round, or the fourth round. Best thing that ever could happen to Nico. Took him off the media radar. Overplayed his hand. Trebor Pena, former Syracuse wide receiver, had been a mediocre player, had a breakout year last year playing with Kyle McCord, said he wanted $2 million from Syracuse. And Coach Brown is like, deuces, I'm not paying you $2 million. So he hit the portal at Coach Brown's suggestion. Now, he ended up at Penn State. Who knows what they're paying him? Hasn't been published. Okay. Jack Plyburn, Florida, edge rusher. In his deal, he wanted $45,000 a month guaranteed start, guaranteed to play all third downs, and guaranteed to play more snaps in the rotation than anybody else. Jack hit the portal as well because Florida's like, we done with you. So he ended up at LSU. We'll see what happens, right? I don't know the deal terms for any of those, okay? But you need to understand that in this environment where there's already some legislation has been filed, okay, out of a Republican congressman out of the state of Washington. There's a bipartisan group of senators that are already working on or trying to get some legislation on the table. Okay. There's the executive order because Nick Saban decided to have a chat with the president. And then there's the presidential commission because Nick Saban decided to have a chat with the president. Okay. None of those things are going to advance the benefits available to athletes. Because, gentlemen, you are overplaying your hand. We'll see what happens. That's the latest on this particular thing. Let me know what you think. As always, peace.